So this week's video is going to be on the Veto Pro Pac MC. So this is the MC bag. It's the older version. Tech MC is the newer version. It has like extra outside pockets and stuff. So I didn't want that bag. I wanted the older one. The older one is a little bit cheaper. You can find them used on eBay. I bought this one brand new right from their website. So I've had a bunch of tool bags over the years and I've never been happy with them, but this one has been perfect. So I figured I would do a updated video on this. A lot of stuff's changed recently in this bag, so I'm going to do that. And the nice thing about the Veto bags is they have this hard plastic here and it comes all the way up to here. So like if you sit it in a little bit of puddle, water, or mud or something, it won't soak into the fabric. So let me reposition the camera here and I'll set it up. First, really quick, so this tape loop holder here, Veto bag, this bag didn't come with this tape holder. This is off of the meter bag, but it works perfectly fine and I liked it, so I kept that on here. And then it also has the strap, which the bag came with the strap and then I lost it and then I found it, so it's back on here. And then also on this side, this is just a hammer, just a cheap Home Depot hammer that I bought, and I cut it. It was too long and it would drag, so I cut it to fit there. So the nice thing too is it's like there's little folds in here, so this thing folds down out of the way. There's like 3 little folds, so it folds down out of the way. So then what I keep in here is it's packed, but the nice thing about the Veto bags is you can get all kinds of stuff just in here and packed in here and everything. So then keep a Milwaukee Sharpie right here in the front. We keep this is a Klein, it's the mini stubby, it's a 6-in-1 I think. And then this is a flashlight I got. I actually got this for Christmas, but it like extends out and the end telescopes, and then it's got a magnet, so it's super handy. And then there's a gray pencil. Let's see what's under here. This is a snap-on Allen keys. This is handy in plumbing. A lot of plumbing fixtures use Allen keys and stuff to hold the knobs on. This is a 6-inch channel lock. Water pump pliers. Those are super handy for all kinds of stuff. So it's an Empire. It's a level, torpedo level. It's got the magnets, and it's meant to clamp onto like a pipe for bending conduit, but it fits in here pretty nicely, so I keep that. There's a pen right here. Up here's a paint can holder, or a paint can opener. They give these out at Home Depot, Lowe's, and this is a bottle opener as well. And then I changed this out. This is the Ideal non-contact voltage tester. I had the Klein one in here, but for some reason the Klein non-contact voltage testers I'm just not the biggest fan of, so I switched to the Ideal. And this one has a flashlight too, which is handy. I kept this. This is the Klein tools. It's a GFCI tester, and it shows you the voltage and everything. And this one's nice because it has a battery, so it'll actually show you if you have an open hot. And then the mini Klein driver is still in here. Keep this thing. These are great for like thermostats and stuff. This is the Klein Tools, the electrical taps set. So it's got 6 different tap sizes, which sometimes if you're like tapping a box or something and you got to use like one of these, this can be really long, but it works. This is the Klein Tools 7-in-1 nut driver. This is a new edition, and I actually really like this thing. Some people don't like them, but I think they work good. The handle comes out. You could put it in an impact wrench if you want. The sockets just slide off, and then you can use it for a hex driver. It goes up, and then you can put a hex bit in there. Hopefully you can see that. Put a hex bit in there, and then you can use it as a nut driver. It's magnetic also. This is the Klein Tools, the punch down tool, but it's nice because it's also a screwdriver. So it's also got 4 screwdrivers, 2 nut drivers, and then it's got the there we go, the 110 punch down, and then the 66 blade. And then I still have the, if I get these out, the more you use this bag, the more it stretches too. So then I have the channel lock linesmans, which I actually like these way better than the Kleins. Just the handles are better. These are USA made. I like these a lot better. And then I move the Weehaw pliers wrench onto this side. Still have the Klein pass-through crimpers for RJ45 and RJ11. Klein shears for Ethernet cables. There's anything else down here. There's all kinds of pockets and stuff you can put. What's down here? There's a screw, odd screw. This is a 3/16 Klein screwdriver for like faceplates, and I needed to use this for an old Zensko breaker one time because this flathead was too wide. So then I still have the 3-piece Milwaukee insulated screwdriver set. This set is great. I have no complaints. I think it's a little bit more now. It was like 20 bucks when I bought this set, but now it's probably like 30. But these things have held out really great. Yeah, they get a little dinged up, but no, nothing really wrong with them or anything. Then this is the Klein insulated Robertson number 2. Haven't quite used this that much, but some things are Robertson and you need that. Still have the channel lock. This is the crescent wrench, but it goes like super, super wide and it's super short. Keep that in there. I added these. This is the Milwaukee, I think this is it's like the 6-in-1. They have a 7-in-1, but I think this is the 6-in-1. It's like a conduit reamer. It's a stripper, a cutter, needle nose, and screw cutter. This is fairly new, but this hand works out pretty good. And then Klein Tools wire strippers for some of the smaller stuff. These are Klein diagonal cutters. These are kind of stiff. I should probably get a different pair of these. And then this is a DeWalt needle nose. So that should be everything in this side. So let's flip the bag around. And I've done some more changes. So then I moved the lockout over here. Here's the key to the lockout. Still have the little first aid kit in here, just because it's handy to have. So then I've done some rearranging in here. So I changed the meter. I got the, this is the Fluke T5600. It's the amp meter with the fork. And look on eBay for these. I picked this thing up for like 60 bucks. These things are kind of expensive, but eBay had it, and I changed the batteries in it, and the Klein meter had some problems, just different things, but I like this one a lot. It's worked out better. I made this. It just plugs in, and then you can use the fork, for testing. It goes like that, and then you can use it for testing current draws. So I made that. I added these. I've done a short about these. These are just these were just gauges that I found on Amazon. I can't remember what the brand is on them. Measurement is the brand, but they do 404A, 22, 410A, and then they also do, I think they do R12 as well. But it's just a high and a low pressure gauge, and then I found these Robinair. Or no, these aren't Robinair, these are Yellow Jacket. The 1/4-inch flare to the pipe, so that I just got those. Since moving to Texas, I've kind of done quite a bit of AC work, so I've kind of had to learn some of that. So I picked these up, throw those in there, just instead of having a whole manifold gauge set. I have this little organizer. I kept this little organizer, but I changed it a little bit, added just all the random stuff that I need in there. This is the punch down tool. This is the Keystone Jack holder. Let me actually show you. So here's a Keystone Jack. If I can take this little top comes off, but you can set the Keystone Jack in here, and then let's see, how does it go? You set the Keystone Jack in there like this. Obviously this top is off, and then you can use it to punch down. It gives you like a nice thing to hold. And then this is an Uglies 2023 edition book that I've added because the last one I had was from like 2018, so I figured I should put the updated one in here. There's a spanner wrench up here for, if I can get it out, for like the lock rings on electrical stuff. 1/2 inch. I found it on clearance, so I stuck that in here. The tone and tone probe is still in here. Here's the tone probe. Here's the receiver. That's still in here. The Klein circuit breaker tester. Again, I have not had any issues with this thing. See, so many people say that these don't work, but I've never had a problem with this at all. Here's the receiver for it, and then here's the little outlet, or you screw it in if you have a if you don't have a plug, if you just have a light socket, you can screw it in there, use that. And then it also has this, so you can plug it in here, and then if you just have wires, you can attach it to wires. And then there's some test wires in here for the tone probe. This is, if you got to use the tone probe, you can clip it on there and it gives you wires. And then there's there's one, like a jack if you need to do that. And this is the Klein Tools, the tester. So like if you're building a patch cable, you can plug it in and then you can test to make sure you have it wired right. You can actually do that with the tone and the tone probe as well, but sometimes this is a little faster of a test. There's a do not operate tag. I think that's it in here. So like look at all the stuff you can fit in this bag, and the more you use it, the more it stretches out, the more stuff fits. There's just so much room in these bags. These Veto bags are great. They're a little expensive, but I think they're great for what you can use them for.